10 things you should not expose to others. There is a quiet power in what is hidden. The ancient Stoics understood this well. They believed that what we reveal and what we guard defines the fortress of our inner peace. To live with strength, to face the storms of life with unshaken resolve, we must master what remains unseen. Here are 5 things a person striving for true fortitude should never expose to others. 1. Your inner turmoil. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength, wrote Marcus Aurelius. It is tempting to vent our frustrations, to lay bare our doubts and fears before others. But when we scatter our inner turmoil outward, we feed it. By holding it in, we do not deny its existence. We face it quietly, as a warrior prepares for battle. Do not make your struggle the spectacle of others. Instead, contain it. Wrestle with it privately, and let the victory over it strengthen your soul. This is not about suppression, but transformation. We cannot stop the waves of anger, fear, or grief from coming, but we can decide how we meet them. Will we parade them, seeking validation? Or will we turn inward, forging resilience in the fire of self-control? 2. Your acts of virtue. Epictetus taught, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. True virtue does not call for applause, yet how often do we expose our goodness to others, fishing for acknowledgement or praise? The Stoic way is to act rightly, not because others see, but because it is right. The moment you seek recognition for your kindness, generosity, or wisdom, you dilute its purity. Virtue is its own reward. Let your actions remain silent. Let your integrity remain unseen. This is where real strength lies, in doing what is right, even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. 3. Your future plans. Seneca warned us of the dangers of speaking before acting. He said, "It is foolish to divulge what you intend to do. Doing so only feeds the ambitions of others, while it drains your own." When we expose our plans, we risk 2 things: the judgment of others and the loss of our resolve. We live in a world eager to pull us in many directions, to question and criticize. Protect your aspirations, nurture them in silence. Let them grow strong and rooted before the world even knows they exist. When the time comes to act, act decisively, without hesitation, and with the full force of your determination. 4. The depth of your pain. The Stoics were not strangers to suffering. They knew loss, betrayal, and hardship. But they also knew that exposing our pain too openly invites others to shape it, to manipulate it, or to pity us. And pity is poison. The Stoic approach is not to deny pain, but to own it, to understand that it is a part of life, woven into the human experience. When we broadcast our suffering, we make it the master of our story. But when we face it silently, we transform it into strength. Let your scars remain hidden. They are not for display. They are for wisdom. 5. The weaknesses of others. Cicero once observed that nothing reveals the quality of a man's soul more than how he speaks of others. Exposing the faults, secrets, or mistakes of others does not elevate us. It diminishes us. True strength lies in restraint. When we hold our tongue, when we refuse to gossip or criticize, we show mastery over one of humanity's greatest weaknesses, the urge to judge and belittle. Protecting the dignity of others, even when they are absent, builds an unshakable character within ourselves. 6. Your achievements. Just as the fruit of a tree is soon spoiled if exposed to early handling, so too is the fruit of our labor when exposed to unnecessary praise, Seneca reminds us. When we speak too freely of our victories, we tether our worth to the applause of others. Achievements, like virtue, are diminished when put on display. A true Stoic finds joy not in the recognition of success, but in the quiet knowledge of effort well spent. The world's validation is fleeting, its opinions fickle. Build your contentment on the foundation of your own standards, not the shifting sands of public opinion. Guard your achievements. Let them be the proof of your diligence, not the currency for others' admiration. When you measure your life by internal victories, you become untouchable, free from the chains of others' approval. 7. Your material wealth. The Stoics warned against attaching value to external possessions. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Flaunting material wealth only feeds vanity and invites envy. It places the emphasis of life on things rather than character. What you own should serve you, not define you. By exposing your wealth, you risk tying your worth to its existence. A Stoic finds freedom in modesty, in knowing that the true treasures of life, wisdom, virtue, and self-mastery, cannot be displayed or stolen. Keep your wealth understated, and let your simplicity speak volumes. 8. Your emotional attachments. Love, loyalty, and deep connections are sacred, but the Stoics understood that publicizing these bonds can weaken them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be content with few words, few deeds, and few attachments." When we expose the depths of our emotional ties, we risk making them vulnerable to external interference or judgment. Cherish your relationships, but guard them like a flame in the wind. Let the world see only the calm surface of your interactions, while the true warmth of your connections remains protected. This restraint preserves their authenticity and shields them from unnecessary harm. 9. Your disdain for others. Resentment is a fire that burns within, but the Stoics cautioned against giving it fuel through expression. Seneca advised, "Anger is like a falling rock, which breaks itself to pieces on the very thing it crushes." Exposing your disdain for others does not weaken them, it weakens you. It reveals a lack of control and distracts from your own growth. Instead of outwardly criticizing or resenting, channel your energy inward. Turn judgment into understanding and anger into improvement. The strongest Stoic is the one who conquers their own bitterness. 10. Your regrets. Regret, like pain, is a burden best carried privately. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Dwelling publicly on what could have been only amplifies its weight and invites unnecessary pity or judgment. Instead, view your regrets as teachers. Learn from them in silence and let them shape your actions going forward. What is done cannot be undone, but it can guide us. Exposing regret serves no purpose. It is in moving forward that we reclaim our power. Let your lessons be visible through your actions, not through your words. In the end, what we choose to guard is a reflection of the strength we hold. The Stoics did not preach isolation but fortification. To protect your peace, to master your mind, and to live a life of unshakable virtue, you must learn what to expose and what to guard. It is not weakness to remain silent. It is wisdom. It is not cowardice to keep your struggles private. It is courage. And it is not selfish to guard your plans or your pain. It is self-respect. Let us strive together as seekers of self-control, as cultivators of resilience. Let us live in such a way that our strength is not measured by what others see, but by the invisible battles we fight and win within ourselves. As Marcus Aurelius urged, be like the rocky headland on which the waves constantly break. It stands firm, and around it the seething waters are laid to rest. Let us be that headland, strong, silent, immovable. This is the way of the Stoic. This is the way to freedom. In the quiet of restraint lies the seed of true power. The Stoics did not seek fame, nor did they chase the fleeting approval of others. They knew that the greatest victories are the invisible ones, the battles we fight within, the growth we nurture in silence, and the strength we guard fiercely. As you walk through life, remember, not everything is meant to be shared. What we choose to keep hidden is not weakness, but wisdom. It is the mark of a soul unshaken, a mind unyielding, and a spirit free from the chaos of external judgment. So guard your virtues, your struggles, your plans, and your peace. Let the world see only what it needs to, and keep the rest where it belongs, within the fortress of your mind. In this, we find true freedom. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Now, go forth, not to seek validation, but to embody the strength of the Stoic. The world may not see your battles, but your unshakable resolve will echo louder than words ever could.